Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Keg Tap Reviews. Today on tap we have Ballantine's IPA. So I'm excited to try this beer, mainly because about a year ago now I bought this house that I'm shooting from now, and I bought this. Sometimes on TV you see when you walk into a house, people are like, "Oh, this is the house. I love this house. I want to buy it." Well, that's the feeling that I had. But as we were going through the walkthrough, there was beer related stuff all over the place, specifically Ballantine beer related stuff. So there was stickers, there was patches, there was posters, there was beer, tap handles, there was everything around here. So that really solidified my want and need to purchase this house. So we bought the house, and then I come to find out that the former owner of this house used to be a delivery man for Ballantine. So my affinity for the history, for the brand grew. I just grew to want to know more about the history of Ballantine. Growing up as a kid, I used to take tours of the historic Ballantine house, which is the house of John Ballantine, the former president and son of Peter Ballantine, in Newark, New Jersey, the town that I grew up in. And so that history coupled with the home that I was buying, and then Pabst, who now owns Ballantine Ale, reached out to me and they wanted me to sample one of the beers, and I went over the story that I had with them, and they reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're coming down to the Ballantine house and shooting, and we would like to get your story." So I had the great opportunity to sit down with Greg Dews and the folks at Pabst and just really go over the beer and sample the beer, and it was just a great opportunity for me to not only relive the ale, but also be a part of a revival of that history that I grew up on. Growing up in Newark, New Jersey, the beer and Ballantine in itself was just lore, for so long, just because the brewery hadn't been around for ever since I was alive. So it was great to be part of that and finally reclaim something of my history and couple that with something that I love to do so much in craft beer. So I'm really excited to open this beer and taste it and just be a part of that history. Alright, so we have the beer poured. Let me go ahead and give it a smell and see what we come up with on the nose here. Okay. Right up front, what you're getting is like a grapefruit maltiness with a pininess in there, but there's something else in there, something that is unique to this beer, and I think it's more of a woody. In this case, I guess they used the oak, so I guess it's more of the oak note you get in the nose there. It's a little different. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this a taste and see what we come up with. Cheers! Alright, so right up front you're getting this citrus, you get this pininess, and the citrus is more like the grapefruit citrus. You're getting this pininess and you're getting that oak. It's just that woody, that slight smoky, woody flavor you have there, which is great. What sets it apart from a lot of the IPAs in the market now. But at the same time, it just reminds you of how this IPA, brewed 130 years ago, well originally, just stands the test of time. It's a testament to the beers that are being brewed, 100 plus years ago now. So this is a really good beer, and honestly, I didn't expect much of it, but it really it's standing up right now to some of the other beers on the market, some of the other IPAs on the market, considering its age, so and the recipe. So overall, what would I give this beer? Listen, I think this is a good beer. It has a great mouthfeel. It has some great flavor, some good piney grapefruit. That oak is just, it just gives another level, another dimension to it. That's just interesting and a little different from what's on the market now. So I think this is a good beer, and I really enjoyed it. This is an A beer to me. And I look forward to getting this in the smaller, if they do release it in like a 6-pack or a 4-pack, I look forward to getting that. Overall, this beer gets an A for me. Just an overall really classic example of an IPA, very akin to what we're used to, and it really reminds us that the West Coast IPA that we have now is really an East Coast IPA. So, alright, cheers guys.